What's up there, bro? JT? Hey, man. Great shout out to you, man. And also to brother Justice of the Orange Flavor 28. We just like to say, man, that with the same zeal, I'm speaking of zeal now, in response to Christians and church folk. I had to come back and say some more about that subject, man, because I wanted to just elaborate just a little bit. Let's look at one of the greatest missionaries of the New Testament. Matter of fact, let's just say that one of the greatest missionaries in the history of the world, Brother Paul. Brother Paul, if you look at it when he was Saul, before he was converted, Paul had great Saul had great zeal. He went about persecuting Christians. All Saul wanted to know was where you was holding the meeting, Jack. He was gonna break it up. He was gonna break it up, and he didn't care what length or what he had to do to break it up, and he was gonna bring all of them back with him if he could, or stone the rest of them that didn't want to go. That was the zeal that he had to do what he thought, what he thought was right. Read the story now. Read the story. You see, a lot of the people during this time, they thought that they was doing the will of God. Even history tells us that Hitler even thought that he was doing God's will by sniping out the Jews like he did, as well as others. The Bible tells us that there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of it is death thereof. So now you see, but let's look at Saul when he met Jesus on the road to Damascus, and he met our Savior, the risen Savior, the glorified Savior. He was never the same. That same zeal that he had before when he was Saul, he kept this same zeal when he became Paul. He didn't stop dancing, he just changed partners. Oh, how lovely it would be if we would just follow his pattern. Let's just follow Paul's pattern, people. We don't have to worry about trying to cross every I, cross every T and dot every I. Let's just follow his pattern. Follow Jesus. Let Jesus Christ shine forth in all we do and all we say. Now, people, and we need to get off this hypocrisy seat too. When you can sit and say nothing bothers you, and you got everything figured out, you're not talking to me. Mm-mm. You're not talking to me at all because I know better. The only somebody got it worked out and figured out is Jesus. But it's these self-righteous groups that we done got so much better than everybody else under the sun. We done got to the place now what we can do, and the Bible tells us plain as day. Jesus said, "Without me, you can do nothing. Without me, you can do nothing." So I just had to come back, bro, JT, man, and just elaborate a little bit on that. And I'm thinking about, man, I'm thinking about doing it tonight. I want you and brother Justice to be looking out for it. I think that I might try to do a blog talk radio broadcast tonight. I'm gonna try, and if I do, I'm gonna try to give you the links and everything, and y'all try to call in to the show. I would, if I had it the format already laid out, I could tell you more about it right now, about how long I would put it and everything. But as of now, this is sort of like an impromptu thing, and I don't know exactly which direction it's gonna go. And I wouldn't want to make it too long, and we won't have enough content to fill up the space. And I wouldn't want to go and take space that somebody else could possibly have that got their stuff worked out already. So I might just limit mine to maybe 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, just to test the water and see how it go. But I'm going to do that, and then you be looking out for the links I'm gonna post the links and everything, and you go to Blog Talk and you can see how you will be able to join in the conversation and everything. You must call in. In other words, just like a regular radio. But at any rate, I just had to elaborate on Paul and just tell us that the same zeal that he had before when he was persecuting Christians, he had that same zeal when he became one. But he didn't stop dancing. He just changed partners. This is Mitty Man saying peace. Goodbye.